I'm wondering, what kind of stage would you strike to in this matchup, Zane?
Usually, yeah. Recently, I've been going to FOD versus Hbox because I like the close in space. I'm pretty sure Hbox just hates it, like in general.
FOD.
He's really comfortable on Battlefield. Actually, he's been striking to FD versus me, which I think is probably Marth's strongest stage in the matchup at like the highest level.
Oh wow, okay.
And why do you think that?
Yeah,
if you're willing to say.
Just because, well, so especially against Hbox the way he plays. Oh, they're starting Battlefield, but you'll see him use like a lot of like just waiting on the platforms and like coming down with either like a late bear or pound, which is something that I really want to look out, or like we should look out for, is like, will PewPewU be able to punish these like drop through pounds from Hbox, because that is like the one thing that can really open up Marth. But if the Marth is good at avoiding it, he can net so much off that punish.
Interesting. Okay. Something Drug Fox always talks about is the cone, where when Puff is in the air, you can kind of envision this like triangular shape, which is kind of their area that they can threaten beneath them, and that platform really opens that up because she can show them the platform come down. But damn, PewPewU catching him so far.
Yeah, Hbox tends to be pretty slow on that shield drop, so you can always catch him with like late aerial into up tilt, because he'll like try to be shield drop through it. A nice sharking, wow.
And there's a bit of a storyline in this pool where it feels like Hungrybox believes he has something to prove at this event. As we know, he dropped out during the league matches and has been invited back to compete here. Where some players might not feel like he deserves it.
Yeah.
So, and clearly, no fault of his own to accept the invite. Obviously, you do.
Right.
I agree,
and I think, and he feels like he needs to prove that he belongs here. And right now, he's doing it.
Right now, he's definitely doing it.
He's definitely doing it, yeah.
PewPewU is trying to go for that tipper punish, I assume, on the rest. What would you have gone for at that like 40-50% range on a rest punish, Zane?
I honestly like going for like a downer startup to see like if I can get another one, or like link it into a tipper. That range isn't super great for Marth, but yeah, I think it wasn't a bad choice.
Yeah, if he'd gotten the tipper, it might have done some damage.
And I want to point out that, while Kevin's looking a little shaky right now, typically when you're preparing for an opponent and doing all this work, when you play the first match, a lot of times you're thinking too hard about the material you studied rather than just letting yourself kind of flow with it and the things that you learned in practice. So I'm actually looking for Kevin to look a lot sharper as this set goes on, as opposed to like the very start of it.
I mean, some of those stocks were just like, honestly, Hbox just got really big explosive rests that kind of spiraled the game out of control. Like the first stock looked great for PewPewU. Yeah. But it's just tough when it's like, oh man, I just got rested at like 30 off of like a platform mistech or something.
Yeah.
So,
I actually really like the rest heavy style from Hbox. I think as a Puff player, you got to like when I was playing Toussaint recently, he was getting some rest setups that I've never seen before. Like he's doing drill rest, he's doing like spot dodge rest on my dash grabs. There's just like so many opportunities for that, that I think Hbox could incorporate, and it was good to see him. He got like 2 that game, which is just like enough to close it out. It was great.
Okay, and already looking clean.
Definitely, definitely a good pick. One thing PewPewU has to look out for is definitely it's going to be easier for Hbox to get some pounds, just because of the proximity. But definitely like nice to, wow, that's crazy.
Randall helping out a little bit there for Kevin Toy. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder if he could have gone straight for the up tilt.
Yeah, he definitely could have.
Bates out a grab. I like the waveland down from the ledge edge down. Ooh, tipper fair.
Yeah, that was really good tracking.
PewPewU did start with a lead in game 1 as well, though, and then we saw how that went. So far from comfortable right now.
Yeah, you want to get definitely as bonus damage as possible.
I like taking the time on the ledge. It's really hard for Marth to get up, but you just gotta like kind of suck it up and take your time.
Outpatient the Jigglypuff.
Yeah,
because the longer you wait, there's more of a chance where the Jigglypuff's going to give you a little window for you to sneak in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like that dare covering the roll in.
Nice.
I feel like
coming right now.
Oh, dude! Punish on the pound.
What was the setup there?
Yeah.
Just the way he's hanging out on the platform.
He got one hit so the way Hbox plays this matchup is very percent based. So the fact that he got one hit, like again, right? They're just like a little too predictable right now, in my opinion. And when he's like, yeah, it's just like clearly all he wants.
Damn.
Yeah.
Call out.
Did he
Gotta go
JC
for
that
dash grab there.
Yeah.
He JC'd it, yeah. It's just got to be like an execution thing that he's used to.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
On the flip side, it was like a pivot JC grab, so he wasn't directly over it. So even if Hbox
That hurts.
ripped a rest, I think it wouldn't have hit him. So, you know, maybe it could have worked out from
Yeah.
that sense, but whatever. Hbox knows that, so he's not going to rest him. Ooh.
I think he could have never rested that actually.
Yeah,
like
Solo
another
Battle
setup
had
to be aware
a
of.
crazy near rest earlier, and
Yeah, just
sort of a similar situation.
As soon as the game started, too, that was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think PewPewU is really cognizant of these kind of. Oh,
Man.
nice. Fine though.
Yeah, he crouch canceled the first hit and then stopped crouch canceling. Hbox got the up tilt.
Yeah, I think you said it. Every time he's on the ledge, it definitely looks really scary for that. Was good, though. Ledge up fair to get back.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, careful.
These rolls are scary. That almost
So
killed.
close.
Good DI from Hbox,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, PewPewU's got to get out of these scrambles because that's exactly what the Puff wants in this last stock situation. Oh, just get out of there.
Oh,
Nice.
he missed it!
He missed the
Missed
pivot.
Yeah.
I like how he's going for these grabs though, taking the risk.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about back air too much. Just, ooh. Any scrapping move is going to be able to, like, close it.
Full jump nair is risky.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
Got into stage.
Got a
with
little
chance.
bit of a break.
Yeah, Hbox just wants
Oh
to
my
get
God, what's he
inside of
doing?
that space right now.
Oh, nice there.
Nice. Good patience.
Cut him with the shield drop.
Is he going to sing?
Dang, yeah.
Okay, yeah, just does it.
It looks like Hbox, because, you know, you were talking about how Hbox often slow on the shield drop, and, like, you could do that landing aerial up tilt, or their PewPewU went for landing aerial and then instant rising fair. And then Hbox actually waited out the second fair and punished it, so that might have been a little bit of an adaptation on his part.
I think Hbox thinks it's a 2 out of 3. He's already. He looks. He's down his control.
Yeah, he's amped. dude. Holy
He's
moly.
amped, dude.
Yeah. Someone tell him.
I think he thinks he knows that he's got that double Dreamland counter pick now.
Yeah.
Is
Gonna be tough for PewPewU to bring this back.
Yeah.
kind of one of these
Yoshi's
matchups
a
where
little bit of a double-edged sword because it's definitely early kills, but if Puff can force those grabs, it's just. I mean, you saw it.
Yeah, and then the pound threat also
pound threat.
bigger here with the proximity, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
There's one.
There it is.
What's the percent where he starts doing it? Like, because you
One hit.
wanted to
Off one hit.
just
after.
really one hit, huh?
Literally just one hit,
teens.
then yeah, he goes for it.
Okay.
Okay, no tip though. Ooh. Oh, damn! Looking like Soul Battle with the edge cancels off the
Yeah.
platform.
And Zane, do you
Another
think?
not.
Sorry, I was gonna say, do you
Yeah, go
think Hbox has started DIing in or not DIing on the forward throws in order to avoid the tippers off the pivot?
Dude, I don't know what's up with that. 'cause over the last 3 years, he just does no DI, and I just get free like F throw pivot S matches.
Right.
If he mixes it up with like up DI and down and away DI, there's other stuff that the Marth has to do. Like, there's some pretty cool stuff that I want to try, like wave dash down smash, like down throw S smash, but I mean, it's just like no need to do it.
Do you have to do that stuff against the other puffs, like when you play Tucson or?
Yeah. Actually, Jerry's Puff when you. Oh man.
That's
Jerry's Puff when he played would like get down and away DI consistent, so like I'd be able to get down smash, but
Yeah, I want to see that.
like.
It's funny
Yeah,
because
if
it
he's
sounds
weak
like
at-
you're ready for it. It sounds like you're like, come on, Hbox.
Just do it.
Do it.
Try it. Try this shit.
Let's see it. Wow, still not dead.
Okay.
Yeah, really good side B up tilt. The side Bs are really strong when the Puff is drifting back onto the stage. You don't want to do them when the Puff is grounded because it's easy to CC. But when she's drifting back like that, that's when they're at its strongest.
And then they end up like DIing in too, so.
Yeah.
You go for like 1 or 2 reps of the chain. Oh, that's a ton of damage. You go for 1 or 2 reps of the chain grab sometimes, huh? When you get the grab on Puff, like at a low percent.
It's for positioning to set up for a longer combo. So like if I'm near the ledge, maybe I'd go for a down throw. Yeah, this is clinical. Down smash has got to be. Or okay.
Yep.
I'm just gonna do that for now on, I guess.
Good spacing.
I always like to roll through down smash to set it up, but I guess there you don't even really need to. It's like one of those speedrun strats, you know, like the Ocarina of Time speedrun strat, like sets you up, spaces you perfectly.
Right.
I'd like to see more grab attempts from Kevin, just because you're seeing Hbox crouch and get away with it pretty often. We just haven't seen him get like a bunch of those
crouch
raw grabs.
cancel.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man.
3-0 and Hbox with the little pop off there. I think again it's as Hugo mentioned, he's got a lot to prove at this event. So starting off with the 3-0 is a good way to good way to start things off for him. 1-0 and
reminiscent of how things used to be. Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. This is I mean, this is really interesting. I mean, Hbox is one of his, in my opinion, one of his other really tough opponents in the pool is actually going to be coming up in only 2 more sets after this. It's going to be him versus Face Roll. And I think that's going to really set the tone too, you know?
Yeah. And that's for Face Roll, that's scary now that he's already lost to Sunsei. Because then if he also drops a set to Hbox, suddenly him being eliminated is on the table. Yeah.
Yeah. And an Hbox playing like that looked good from him. I will say it looked.
That was nice.
Looked pretty good.
Yeah.
He hunted the double jump after the side B there.
Yeah, so you can actually grab that if they're crouching. You just have to like wait a beat when the Puff she kind of like pokes her head up for a little bit, but you can't go for it immediately.
It's like does a little wiggle.
And that's the stand in place grab, right? The jump cancel would. Well, I think the jump cancel still works in that scenario sometimes, right? If she's doing that little animation,
bobbing her head,
These actually.
The thing is,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You go
the
ahead.
Puff can actually wave dash like in between the crouches to like reset that whole thing. So even if you dash grab while she's wave dashing, she can avoid it.
Like wave dash down in place.
Yeah,
or back and forth. Yeah.
Like staggers the time. I know the wave dash goes even lower than the crouch at its lowest. So. Dude, and the replays really put into perspective, actually, how many of those situations, the crucial situations, were off of Hbox shielding on the platform.
No idea on the openings.
No idea, dude. Total damage done, also, we don't really know. It might have been 9,000.1. It might have been over 9,000. We're not sure.
Looks like a 7. I think it was 7,000.
Insane that he lost the set.
Flip-flops, man.
Insane that he lost the set doing 9,000.1 damage.
That's absurd.
No, but I was noticing, like, how many of those big interactions were off of that situation of Hbox shielding on the platform. Like, it's so crucial, I think, that you, I guess, exploit. Like, what? I don't know. Did you feel like Hbox was just playing that situation really well, Zane, or was there more PewPewU could have done? Because something he used to do in the past was he threatened neutral B, but it's kind of a gimmick, so.
Yeah, I don't like neutral B that much. Especially, dude, Puff can just shield drop arrest it if he wanted to. But I think Nair is great for shield stuff, just because like it's hard to shield drop through, and that early percent you can actually net a lot from it. But I think PewPewU like half the time was really good at calling out the pounds, and then there are just some that were really sporadic from Hbox, which is more likely to happen on Yoshi's, which is the downside of that stage. And he just like when he hit that pound, he just ran it all the way with it. So yeah.
For sure.
Would you go to? Well, you were saying you even think Final Destination is like arguably the best stage in the matchup at top level. Would you go to Yoshi's or would you go to FD or? You know,
I actually go. So at Genesis, we started Yoshi's, which was really weird to me because he lost on VOD in the winner set. And I mean, I still like Yoshi's. Don't get me wrong. I think it can be the most destructive if the Marth is playing well. For consistency, I like FD and Stadium. Just because you kind of limit the platform play and threat ranges that Hbox can throw out with those pounds, or like just coming down and getting like a late up air or back air. FD, he kind of plays. He doesn't really have a game plan on FD, is what I'm trying to say. Like he doesn't have that whole platform base to deal with. So I can just meet him air to air all the time, and if he's grounded, I can get the dash grabs. That's why I think it's super good.
Cool. For sure. All right.
That makes sense.
Next, we're going to have Nun and Sunsei to continue the pool. But before that, quick break. Stay tuned for more Group D action here at Smash Summit 10.